For many years, people asked us at Apologetics Press if there was a study Bible that we would recommend. Unfortunately, there just wasn't one that we felt we could wholeheartedly endorse. But we received so many questions about a study Bible that we finally just decided to produce one. The project was one of our longest. It took us about 8 years, and it resulted in the Apologetics Press Defending the Faith Study Bible. It's been the most well-received resource in AP history. We believe that any person who is serious about defending the Christian faith in a secular age like ours, and who wants to have a deeper understanding of God and His Word, will benefit from this remarkable resource. I'd like to take a few minutes and explain the special features of the Study Bible in the hopes that it will help you get the most out of your copy. First, it's composed of 2,450 full color pages of information. This includes the New King James text of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. And it also includes notes and commentary and maps and special sections and charts that aid the reader in understanding the biblical text. All the notes and commentary are written by faithful members of the Lord's church. At the beginning of each book of the Bible, the reader will find an introduction to that book. The introduction provides a very brief overview of the book, gives an outline of the entire book, and a discussion of the central theme. For instance, the introduction of the book of Genesis appears on page 1 of the Study Bible. In addition, throughout the Bible, there are notes of commentary that correspond to chapters and verses in the biblical text. For instance, if the reader turns to page 50, which is the biblical text of Genesis 6:3, he or she will find commentary underneath that text that helps explain Genesis 6:3, fairly self-explanatory. At AP, we wanted to make a clear distinction between the inspired biblical text and our uninspired commentary. And to do that, we put a line between the biblical text and the commentary. We made the commentary a 2-column text, while the biblical text is a 1-column, and we made the font of the commentary smaller than the biblical text. God's inspired word is inerrant, but all human commentary, no matter how helpful, simply is not. So as we continue, throughout the Bible there are numerous special sections, and these provide one of the most unique and helpful tools in the Study Bible. You see, certain Bible passages and concepts often require rather lengthy and in-depth answers. For instance, are there 2 creation accounts in Genesis? Or what's the Bible say about capital punishment? Or what is the Bible's teaching on slavery? To answer these kinds of questions, we've positioned 91 special sections in places in the Bible where we believe the questions would naturally arise. For instance, the reader will find the question about 2 creation accounts just after the biblical text of Genesis chapter 2. For a complete list of all the special sections and where they're located, the reader can turn to page 2422. Another very helpful and we think unique feature of the Study Bible is the use of topic icons. In the field of apologetics, there are several recurring topics that need to be covered in detail. On page 5 of the introduction, the reader will find a list of those topics, which are creation, Bible inspiration, the existence of God, deity of Christ, alleged Bible discrepancies, and world religions. Each topic is preceded by a small picture icon. As the reader goes to the commentary in the text and sees that icon, that explains or tells the reader that the material which follows relates to that particular subject. For instance, on page 200, the commentary connected to Exodus chapter 20, verse 13 is preceded by an icon for the alleged Bible discrepancies topic. That means that the material in that commentary discusses the alleged Bible discrepancy idea that is found in that particular commentary and that particular text. Now, this icon system can be very handy because the reader can simply flip through and quickly identify much of what the commentary is discussing, especially if the reader has a particular interest in one of the topics. The icon index on page 2425 provides a list of every icon and page where each one is found. The Defending the Faith Study Bible also includes colorful charts, graphics, and maps that help the reader better understand the biblical text. On page 2424, there's an index of all the graphs and charts. The full color maps can be found at the back of the Bible from pages 2435 to 2450. Now, throughout the Bible, the reader will see a center column that runs beside the biblical text on either side. This column is designed for three purposes. First, much of it's blank, so that the reader can take personal notes in it. Second, the New King James text provided by Thomas Nelson comes with textual notes about the original languages and manuscript information. And third, the light beige highlighted notes provide the reader with commentary information from Apologetics Press. For instance, on pages 1002 and 1003, the center columns show these three features very well. Notice the empty space for notes, the textual notes from Thomas Nelson about Psalm 55 and 56, and notice the light beige highlighted note at 55:15 that directs the reader to the special section on page 974 that discusses imprecatory psalms. There are many other facets of the Apologetics Press Defending the Faith Study Bible that can be very helpful to the reader. All of the bibliographical information for the special sections can be found on pages 2395 to 2421 if the reader wants to do further research on the topics that were discussed in those special sections. And throughout the text, there are blank pages and lined note sections that can be used for personal note taking. We hope that this video will help you get the most out of your copy of the Defending the Faith Study Bible. But more importantly, we hope that your diligent study of God's living and powerful Word will help you maintain a faithful, loving relationship with your Creator.